Sweet. All right, and we are back. We are back in for Kicking YouTube for episode 35. Fun stuff, fun stuff.
35.
All right, now that I shifted the screen. All right, back with episode 35. Recap is as follows. What do you guys remember last time?
Vidana tuned to the amulet, which could have had the good or bad option, but seemingly got the correct check and got a left with a good patron, with the amulet symbol being a wind scroll. One eye, no, Grim Raider and Fur, big old Odin, paid a sleepy Androna a visit and scared the bejesus out of Viv.
Odin
Well, I wouldn't
is
say
not
scared,
Odin,
but
nobody knows that except Viv.
Oh, yeah. We don't know who it is, just some random old fucker.
Brandy decided that she should probably learn how to read the things that are written down, so maybe she could cause less trouble.
Or more.
We also learnt the a psychic immune kid is the grandchild of Drogue from Parallax.
Which means
And Kef
nothing to any of our characters.
Yeah, it means absolutely nothing. The only person, no, not even really for Dan. The only person he really knows is his name is escaping me. Loheim.
Yeah.
He in the dream we also saw the rest of the that squad from Parallax. Or well, not dream, nightmare. Because the kid decided he was going to drink the same stuff Kitty was drinking.
And he learned a valuable
was
lesson
not
about
good
not
stuff.
scrapping random drinks.
I think that's the bulk of it. Viv smashed some rocks.
Viv smashed more rocks
she did.
than was
We
not
also
happy about a dude sneaking
tallied
into her
up.
tent without her noticing.
I thought was the rock smashing before or after that? I can't remember.
The rock smashing was before the sneaky
yeah.
Odin's not Odin. And then afterwards,
Odin.
Viv just kind of sat at the entrance of the tent, staring into the tent with axe in hands, going, nobody else is getting past me, because what the fuck?
Yep.
Immovable object. We also tallied up the loot from the Great Massacre that unfolded 2 sessions ago. I think some key items was the Ring of Everlasting Warmth, some star cloak. I can't remember what the cloak was called though. Basically, magic missile cloak, and spice bag for
Robe of
Brandy.
Stars.
That's it. Pretty sure that's about it.
Excellent. Okay.
Oh yeah, and Jack was very mesmerized with the fire.
Yeah, Jack liked pretty fire. I was also training Jack to recognize people better.
Oh, and Brandy was starting to learn how to read.
Oh yeah, she went over that. But yeah. So I take we're in downtime day 2.
We should be.
It is the second half of the beach episode.
Yeah.
Boom.
Also, for the magic casters, does anyone have the spell create / destroy water?
Negative.
Negative.
But we do have a decanter of endless water if you need water.
I think that's drinking. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's drinking water. I'm looking for salt water.
I mean,
Is
there
it
might
a
be
spell
salt in the
component?
spice thing.
Didn't we get like a spice bag?
Yep, we got a spice bag.
Wouldn't there be salt in that?
I need a lot of it. Oh,
Spice bag?
Ted. Yeah. Oh, did you? Yeah. Don't you remember? Yes. So when we were
No, it wasn't here.
looking through the loot. Oh, I thought you got texted it. You got Huey's handy spice bag.
Yeah, it's not on my sheet. Oh, I'll put it on my sheet.
Mhm.
Okay, well, during at some point, the crate of random potions that Spot has out, Kyroth decides to help himself.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
He ends up drinking one of the other 3 portioned bottles. The pilfer, the orange one that smells and looks horrible.
Oh no.
Okay.
A bold choice, but okay.
Large bottle. It's orange in color. It's got looks like creature gore floating around in it. It's almost a solid. It's so thick, and it smells like wood and musk.
Wouldn't be the first time saying solid goes in permanent. Never mind. That's mad. That's too mad.
No, I still have. No, I got one more. All right, what am I rolling now for this stuff?
Oh, you don't have to roll anything. I made him roll it. And
Okay.
while he's been trying to train with dual wielding scimitars, after he takes the drink of this and kind of puts it down and goes back to his training, just complaining about how it tastes like musk. He is suddenly elated when you realize that both of his hands have turned into sharp weaponized blades.
Oh, good God.
Oh.
As that filter is the hook horror effect. The user's hands become sharp weaponized blades for 1d10 hours, in which he rolled a 10. So for the next 10 hours,
Oh my God.
his hands are sharp blades.
I mean,
Okay, we need to keep that one on. We need to keep that potion handy.
that might actually help him learn how to dual wield.
Yeah, in a weird
I was
way.
thinking the same thing.
In a weird way, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you have to learn how to drink water and eat food with sword hands, you're gonna get better with sword hands.
Yeah. It's
For
actually a
note-taking
really cool
purposes,
potion.
what is the damage die of these hooked
Because
Hokora hands?
Normal short sword, so 1d6.
1d60.
How many of those potions are left? Because
Two.
as a monk, I'm kind of intrigued.
I think it was
As a
so...
monk as well.
You already have
Oh my
claws!
god.
That's fair.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, when you get Kef, drink it.
Actually, no, because your hands should be more powerful than 1d6.
They are.
It'd be funny though.
Well, no, technically, once his hands become swords, then they technically become a monk weapon, so it still uses monk die.
Yes, so it's
Oh.
still a d8.
Just swords instead of punch. That's what your spectral hands can do. They
Oh.
can punch. You slash.
Well,
That's
imagine his spectral hands are also turned into hook horror hands.
Because then he'll go from bludgeoning to slash damage. Oh.
We might need to give Kef that potion. That could come in use.
Okay.
When you have no choice but to do flurry of blows with dagger hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with this new revelation for the next 10 hours, he's going to be kind of off on his own, just practicing it, but doing everything with his swords. Hands.
Sans.
Well, sans hands, actually.
Does this make him the cousin of Edward Scissorhands?
At the moment, yeah.
Howie hooky hands.
Oh, good gosh.
I just hope his character used the facilities before drinking this potion. Or that's going to hurt later.
Yeah, again, the dual wielding practice is the higher stakes.
Yep.
I'm gonna eat this food. Oh, there goes the arm.
So yeah, so during downtime, who did we not get a chance to check downtime with? I think. Well, actually, we did do a little bit of work with Delanora. Just knowing Country was working, I was like, give me a list of things before work.
Daniel, you finished your half of the strength book, correct? So
yes, and
the second day you would have given it to Spot for him to finish the other half.
Yeah, you've got the book.
Okay.
Other than working with the aminals, Brandy, was there something that your character wanted to work on during these few days of downtime?
Brandy is going to be diligently practicing her reading and working with the animals, specifically Midnight on pouncing. And Eddie and I are just going to communicate and have lots of talks. I'll even talk to Androna's duck.
Oh yeah.
But that, cooking, reading, just trying to, in general, better myself. Should probably do a little bit of sword practice.
Hell, even with her speak with animals, I wouldn't be surprised if Brandy's somewhere in the corner talking to the animal, learning how to read, like trying to read out loud.
Pretty much. And also her standard, hunting, fishing, anything she can find in the area for food.
Also, Badger, because it's now been made available after Spot gave Delanora the cloak that he found. Spot will take the cloaks of displacement. So on the second day, he will attempt to attune to that.
Then for that, I need a con save.
Well, good.
Well,
Well, we're off to a cracking start. First 20 of the sessions in Act 20. That's mental.
Daniel Joy.
At 20.
It subtracted a number.
I put my button shorts on backwards.
Ah.
Try to fix it.
Lucifer, stop using my dice tray as your throne.
So I take it
Clearly
everything
it
goes
is.
according to plan.
Yeah, you kind of just dive into it, attune to it, do whatever you need to do in that lovely little mindscape, and you throw on the cloak, now having attuned to it. Which for you is going to become clutch. Constantly imposing disadvantage on anybody trying to hit you from range.
Yeah, I think Spot learned his lesson from last time.
And we're done. You said you had
Yes.
other stuff you wanted to do.
Yep, so I know you mentioned the adamantine scrap I had left over from downsizing the half plate. Roughly how much do I have? Because I have two ideas. Actually, hang on. Let me.
Well,
let me
share
rephrase
with
the
me your
question.
ideas,
So,
and we'll let
the
you know if it works.
first idea I had was to plate the smacky end of my maul, and if that would give it the properties of the adamantine maul without being fully adamantine. And if that doesn't work, I have another idea.
Let me do a little research, but in the meantime, what other idea did you have?
Okay. The other idea was to make at the request, make Kef adamantine knuckle dusters.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I'm not sure if knuckle dusters are actually an item in the game. I didn't see. I tried looking for them and I couldn't see, but there's a lot of. I'm assuming if it's anything like other adamantine weapons, it's same damage, just you have critical.
Yeah. Also, considering that, if it's a monk weapon, it's just going to use my martial arts die anyway. So it doesn't really affect damage.
Oh yeah, that's true. So it'd literally just be critical hits all around.
Yeah. And things that might be resistant to,
I think they got rid of the resistance property in 5.5,
Oh, yeah?
at least from what I can see.
Yeah.
Let me check again because I didn't see it when I was last looking. But let me check. Yeah, whenever the object or piece of ammunition hits a target object, the hit is critical. So they did get rid of the resistance property, unfortunately.
Gotcha. But there could be a creature
And
that
it
has
looks.
a weakness to adamantine.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
So, looking
And it seemed like it
through
was the same.
the crafting part of the books that I have, simply adding a new metal to a weapon does not automatically give it all its new properties.
I
Oh.
figured as much. Then in
You
that
could use it
case,
to bolster or reinforce something, but it wouldn't give your mace or the maul the adamantine property bonuses.
I figured as much. I just wanted to throw it out there. Then in that case, I want to make Kef adamantine knuckle dusters. So the to-do list is adamantine knuckle dusters for Kef, and then using the bad bits of armor we collected, making armor for Eddie and Jack, and also Midnight if that's wanted.
I don't.
No, I can make you. I can make him a little
Midnight's
helmet.
still a baby. She's not full grown yet, so I don't think
Alright.
making her armor right now is going to be a good thing.
Fair enough. Then just Jack and Eddie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and John will bring him over for measurements and stuff like that.
Could reinforce the
It's
I
cart
say
kinda
a
Jack's
little
going to be
bit
easy.
too.
It's Eddie that's going to be the maybe a little more time consuming.
Could reinforce the cart also, as a suggestion.
True.
What was that?
The cart itself.
Oh,
it
what,
hold
to
up
reinforce it a bit more?
kids. Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
God
it's
damn it, I
push
keep
shot at.
getting disconnected. I think it's my VPN. Hang on, I'm going to pause the connection. Yeah, I can do that.
Alrighty. So we got Carrot doing that, Brandy doing that, Spot doing the attuning. Kath, what are you working on?
Mm. Still working on working with the kid and the flump. Again, just trying to figure out why he's resistant or how he's hereditarily resistant when Rogue's resistance came from a helmet. It doesn't make
Okay.
sense to me.
Magic do magically weird things.
True.
Is it kind of like the thing where, like, if you spend so much time around like uranium, you just eventually become partially irradiated? Or wasn't it
I
like
guess.
Chernobyl or something? No, like the people who were like involved with Chernobyl, even their kids who were born like after the fact had some kind of radiation sickness. That's the kind of comparison I'm trying to make. Like, you just spent so much time with a helmet, it just passed down.
It's the same. It's the same thing that was seen in Hiroshima when the bombs were dropped. Also, yeah. So there's several examples of things like that through generations.
All right. Well, in that case, then I'm
The prime example of yes, I'll get with you, but the boots stay on kind of deal. I mean,
Yeah.
To make it simple, I'm just training with the flump, trying to expand my telekinetic capabilities.
Just strap
that we can do.
Because that is a creature that is not limited to how many people it can interact with at a time.
Would you mind rolling me a couple of D100?
A couple of them?
2 for start.
All right.
While working with the flump, and kind of trying to dive into it, even though there's not a whole lot to dive into, just based on like creature stats and whatnot. You do come across creatures and people that the flump have met.
Okay.
One such creature the flump remembers fondly. And an image that comes to mind is this little impish goblinoid. Looks like a child, per se. And the flump was fascinated by this little goblinoid because of its unique telepathic abilities. Still alive to this day, you kind of figure out. Still alive, still around and kicking. Now has went from a small mannered township to living in a much bigger city, and similarly named for what he does, pretty much. You are given information about a little creature called Radio.
Yes.
Fucking love radio.
What?
Yes.
I am
Monday
unfamiliar.
Monday campaign. Right, yeah. Oh my god.
Radio is like I said, an impish goblinoid. He looks like a goblin, but he is like maybe the size of a water bottle. It's super small, super small. A couple of coin pieces might look like a 50-cent piece is like you can wear it as a hat kind of deal. And he's got this unique ability. His telepathic is long range. He could send messages throughout an entire township and just mass area telepathy. So kind of like how you would anticipate a radio. If he lived at the bar and the barkeep would say, "Hey, tell the town of this particular incident or news, or if anything like bad were to happen, like fires or whatnot," he could literally mass broadcast to everyone within a certain mile radius. Yeah, mom's got the old picture.
DM, you give us radio again, and my life is yours.
Yeah, because I had the cousins who come up with armor.
Yep, Powlin made him little super tiny armor. And also for effects, because anyone who would now see or hear about radio would sit there and go, "Oh, so you had your own little baby Yoda? He came first. He came well beyond anything that Star Wars has done."
Yeah, it was a little funny.
But
I want to know.
you learn about radio, and a couple of adventures that him and the Flump kind of had. And through that, you start picking up on how radio's telepathy worked from conversations with the Flump, and the Flump's kind of like, "Here, I can show you, like, this is kind of like his thing." But for a lot of telepaths, doing mass area like that would take a lot of energy and a lot of strain on the brain and the mind. But for this little guy, he could do it so nicely.
I mean,
He came
yes.
he came super handy against the when the armies were facing Cult of the Dragons armies and the whole Tiamat thing, because eventually he was found riding with a dragon rider, broadcasting where their troops should go. Like, he was the perfect shot caller.
I imagine that at this point, Keth has also summoned up the Quarry spirit to listen to this as well.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, your Kiori is pretty much always like listening and always there. They just might not be able to present themselves in the forefront of your mind a lot of the times. You kind of have to like will the Kiori in there, or whenever you decide to toke up with your lovely green leaf, the Kiori kind of sits there and goes, "Cool, I can now free play."
Yeah.
But yeah, even for the abilities that your Kiori had when they were alive, radio is a lovely abomination in terms of like even strong telepathic monsters can't do what radio can do.
Yeah, but I know what Keth and the Quarry spirit are going to be working on for a while.
Do you then spend the rest of your day doing that?
Yes.
Excellent. So this is what we're going to do.
Everyone in the party starts hearing the Discord Connect sound.
Oh my.
So whether you want to put it in your notes on your character sheet or whatnot, however you want to like document it so we can double check it later. Whatever range your telepathy has by end of day will be doubled. And whatever abilities that you have to where like how many people you can connect to, you can double that as well. So if you can only connect to one person, now you can connect to two simultaneously. If you could already connect to two or more people, that's now doubled. With the Flump's help, you and your Kiori spend your day working on your psionics to, between the two of you, being able to essentially double your range.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Yep, and I had to muster my highest pitched voice in order to voice him. It's radio.
Oh my god.
He's back.
He's back. Long live radio.
The only party members who might actually have come across radio on their travels would probably have been Brandy and Rick. Because if being a town to town, Brandy possibly would have been at the Battle of Tiamat, or even as like a much smaller version of Brandy. Probably came across the broadcast of radio. And then Rick, being traveling Bardo, would have maybe come across a couple of the towns that he was in and would have met him that way too. If that information becomes public to your party, that is.
Fair enough.
Alrighty, while I write this down. And Rana, you do anything fun during your downtime here the second day?
She wants to talk to the wizard, but the wizard is engrossed with things.
I mean, all the wizard is currently doing, attuning to the cloaks, which doesn't take that long apparently for him, and he's going between two books, reading this half of a strengths book and continuing to learn Orcish. So, yeah, he is engrossed, but you know he can spare a few minutes for a conversation, and he is somewhat anticipating a conversation with the cleric. So, if you want to interrupt him during his second
no,
day,
there's going to be a duck with a note, just like with Ubu. Or no.
A little black duck walks up to Spot with a note attached to the front of his feathers.
Have you got any grapes?
the duck will probably have to like kind of get into his face because he is engrossed into his books. But once he sees the duck and sees the note, it's like, oh, okay, stop. We'll stop what he's doing.
He originally
Read
just
the
kind of
note.
walks up to the side of you, doesn't get to work, walks over to where your book is. Wah, wah, wah. Nothing. It decides to like fidget for the note and plop it on top of your book, right? Interrupts your reading that way.
That works. Well, grab the note, see that it's from the duck, see who it's from.
Yep.
Just says thank you, kind of shoos it off a little bit, and then he'll read the note and
It is wanting to talk more.
okay. He finds the spots where he needs to stop and take a mental note, puts his markers in, closes his books, puts it away. And then he'll go and see the cleric.
Yeah. Okay. So she'll point, or did I? Yeah, I've written down at least the symbol in paper.
Yeah, because it's on the. It's in my notes, the wizard's notes, the symbol.
Yeah. So you'll look, and now, because Tim, you said after last session, when Dot's connected, my amulet now doesn't look like a Vecna one.
Nope, it no longer has any markings of Vecna.
So yeah, she'll just kind of point at, like, she'll bring her amulet out. I assume Spot has one of the ones you guys snagged off the guards. I remember people talking about snagging a bunch of that stuff to do the ruse again if we need to in the future.
Robes and rings and other, yeah.
So yeah, it just changed.
Oh! Quickly finds his notes and sees it and it's like, oh, okay.
Uh-huh. So yeah, good news, not Vecna. Bad news, haven't talked to this guy. So I don't know what he wants from me.
Have any kind of clues on who this is?
No, but you guys seem to know what my magic is. I think I've seen this magic. I just don't know how to get the good part of the magic to happen more.
I know the basics of your kind of magic. It's not something I really can learn a whole lot because it does come from a divine source.
Sure.
I noticed you
So wait,
kind of.
this god just threw magic at me without talking to me? Do gods do that?
My general understanding of clerics and power being granted from gods requires some sort of conversation, consent, documentation, whether it's verbal or through a contract. Also, given the fact that you do appear to have some memory loss,
Yeah.
you you may have encountered this individual, had a conversation. It could have been something as simple as "I need your help," and the deity granted it to you by giving you your powers. I don't know. I don't fully know what it could have been, but I am doubtful that a deity just said, "Oh, this one grant powers." You know, although there are some deities that might do that. But given your tale that I understand so far, I don't think that's a likely outcome. I had overheard you and Viv talking, and then you and Viv kind of went up to her camping spot. Did anything kind of come out of that?
No, but apparently dude showed up in the middle of the night, didn't talk to me, barely talked to Viv, and then he left. So yeah.
Any useful information come out of this?
Trying to remember. Trying to remember exactly what Viv told Andrana.
Simply that he was there and then he left and managed to
Well,
sneak past her.
No, there was a specific name that I remember. It was something
She used the
like
name One-Eyed.
Yep.
Yeah. One-Eyed. One-Eyed dude showed up.
Okay. Oh. Player knowledge at this point, I do remember the raven feather.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something shared at this moment?
Mm. Did Viv tell Andrana that he left the feather or no?
No.
Okay, then it does not come
Androna
up
found the
because
feather
she's
on
not.
her own, but Viv
Yeah.
did not tell her about it.
Yeah, so no, because
Okay.
if Viv didn't mention him leaving the feather, then
Okay.
it's just a feather. She probably doesn't even register it's a raven's look. There's birds everywhere.
Okay. So with the knowledge of the one-eyed one, Badger, I think I would have to roll a religion check to see if I could put if Spot would potentially even have any kind of idea of
Well,
who
the
this
one up is the
person.
dude, I think.
Mhm.
Androna will go over. Viv says this is a symbol from like the Allfather. At least that's she said. Because that other dude
Mhm.
had this mark too.
Yeah.
It might be related.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out
But yes, you would need to roll a
what Spot
religion
would
check to
know
figure
say.
anything out.
How much would Spot know at this point?
Recover roll. Roll me a D100. You'd probably not be able to recall as much as you were expecting.
I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I figured if he would have learned anything, it would have been through the libraries, and it would have been like random little bits. But this, so Andrana would would notice a little bit more confusion on Spot's face. It's just like,
You do know there's at least one other party member in your group that gets their magic granted to them by a deity, and that would be Brandy.
yeah, we got Brandy, we got Froggy.
But also considering you just rolled a religion check to recall knowledge you already had. If you would want to recall knowledge you've obtained from a book, I need a different type of check.
Oh, that's what I meant. Like from my memory banks, would I have even known?
So with the religion check, you're not remembering a whole lot. If you would like to make a recalled knowledge intelligence check,
Straight intelligence. Okay, this.
yeah.
I see. No.
No, you're trying your best, but you're just remembering things that is already common knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, we're now in the field of this isn't Spot's knowledge base.
That's not yet Spot's special interest.
Yep.
Correct. It's starting to.
Right?
But yeah, no, with the revelation of like we have a symbol, we have a name to go by. Spot's just like, okay, we at least we have some leads. But I think we're gonna have to pretty much wait until we can get to a library to find some more, or hopefully this individual finally stops by and says, "Hey, I would love to help you more, but I just got nothing."
Okay. She kind of just realizes it's like, okay. How overt has Brandy been with when she casts Cure Wounds. Like, is it obvious she's doing a spell? Mom, step away.
That would have to be a question for Brandy.
I'm sorry, please repeat.
How overt is Brandy when she casts Cure Wounds? Like, can you tell that a spell is happening?
Yeah, when it starts happening, I start pulling on. So she shows uh she shows Anna her holy symbol, and she tells Anna, she says, I do it by feeling, you know. So when I feel my friends are hurt and I see that you guys are hurt, I I request from my heart that my God lend me his aid to heal you. And I show her. I will, you know, Brandy will do 6 points of damage to herself, and then she'll heal herself, just to show her what, you know, what she goes through to do it.
Holds out dagger, cuts hand, heals hand.
Pretty much. And you know, she
Andromeda
does the
doesn't
Pascal
flinch
thing
at
where
that,
she
she
looks
just
and goes,
watches it.
where she looks at her hand and goes, see.
So you just have to want to fix it?
Yeah, you just gotta want to fix it. Or when I'm
There's no
angry,
big ritual?
when I'm angry, I do the angry spell.
Oh no, I'm used
She
to the angry spells. Okay.
When I'm hurt, I have those spells too. The spells that happen when, you know, when I want to hurt somebody.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Brandy explains, like, she'll just, you know, randomly cast Entangle, and she'll watch her show how the branches twist and twine to start reaching for things before she'll cancel the spell. He says that spell I can.
I understand. Good chugs of magic, just not the white stuff, the bright stuff.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That all happens. Okay. It's just it's the stuff you use when we, from what I can see from your magic, it's similar to mine, but yours seems to be more in depth. My cousin has magic like yours, and she did a lot of schooling, and not only schooling, but she did a lot of going to praying in the church and working with the church. Whereas I got mine because I was out in the woods and I needed to heal myself and I needed to heal my animal friend. And that's when Fizban reached out and put his hand on my shoulder and guided me. You know, for my cousin, she also follows Fizban. He is our family's deity. And he guided her, but her magic is more like yours, where she can do those bigger things, the things I can't do. You know, she can make poison go away, and she can make things that affect people that are disease like go away. I can't do those. I can affect nature, but so I think your magic is more like hers. It's a, what do they call it? She called it clerical magic.
Okay. I remember some clerics. Okay. And she just looks at both of you, says thank you, then goes back to her tent.
And then Brandy asks the cat about what that word is, because she can't sound that one out.
You see, the wizard was probably about to make, you know, add more to the conversation, and Drato just did that dip. It's like, okay, we're done with the conversation. Oh, okay, so you want to know how to spell this, and then just kind of like here's the letters to make cleric, and does like a very quick, probably 5-10 minute lesson on just that. And once that wraps up, then he's gonna go back to what he was doing, which was
And Brandy will go
reading,
back to reading to the animals.
yeah, learning about Orcish and also reading the strengths, just kind of going back in between those two.
Anyone observing Andrana? She has taken out her pearl dagger, what the fancy dagger we got forever and a half ago, and is kind of doing what Brandy did, except like to the back of her arm, and like making cuts and then trying to fix them. Basically.
Yeah, you'd probably hear
Roll
Papa
me
in
an
your head, like,
intelligence
"What are you doing?"
check for Andrana. I will give you advantage because the wizard and the ranger were helping.
That was almost a 19, stupid die. So 14 is the highest.
The biggest thing you've taken out of the conversation with the two of them is that for most cleric-y characters or a lot of spell casting is very emotional based. You've got to want it. You've got to believe.
So with those rolls though, there were probably a few she figured out how to fix, but also a few that she ended up just bandaging her arm. Like she's maybe down a hit point or two, because a few did not work and a few did work. But it's very much like she doesn't even react when the skin is cut, though. Like, it does not faze her at all. Johnny, you said Kath was gonna say something?
Yeah, just kind of pop in and be like, "What's going on?"
Figure it out. Whether or not, because people keep claiming things about me, so we're just figuring out if they're wrong
Oh
or
yeah,
if
it's
they're
true.
right. Or...
Anyway,
Huh?
nothing.
But yeah, she's. I'm trying to fix myself the way Brandy fixes people. She's
Okay.
kind of like running a finger along the cut and just thinking intently about fixing it.
Yeah, because I've heard about like, punching hard things till your knuckles get stronger, but I don't think you're gonna become knife resistant. I don't think
No.
that's how that's gonna work.
Nah. Yeah, it actually gets easier after a while. Like, too much of it?
Kath just pops out. Like, yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, she's just trying to see if she can get it to work.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So yeah, you spend the rest of your day trying to figure out how to heal yourself.
Yep.
Through trial and tribulations.
Yep.
You make a mark, you try to heal, it doesn't work. You make another mark, you try to heal, it doesn't work. You make a third mark, it heals all three. Fuck. All right, try it again. Make a mark, try to heal yourself.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Rick, what are you and your compatriots working on during this other day?
At this time, I would probably say so most likely just on his own, he is conversing with Cole, the other two original members, training him further, teaching him more of some of the spells, seeing where he leans to in his innate ability to magic, because him being also kobold, they have at least some form, and seeing where it lies, so that they can kind of figure out where he fits in the three of them and their during their performances.
Gotcha.
But he's actually has casted the tiny hut, made an illusion. So he's basically in studio, quote unquote, trying to figure things out. So that no one sees what is going on. So that if he actually does perform in front of others, then all they're really hearing is just some minor practicing, but they don't really hear too often of what is actually going on or see what's going on. So
In a weird way, Rick's having band practice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One time
And
at
I'm here for
band
it.
camp.
Cool. At some point, Keth connects to all
Rick's a
three
walking
abilities.
band, and you guys are at camp, so this kind of qualifies as this one time at band camp.
That's what done. Heck yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
We met some gods, killed some shit.
All right, so while that goes on, Delanora, what are you doing the day 2 downtime of stuff? Yeah, mine. Delanor's off her own being weird. Okay. 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 Do. Dance, doing that, we're dance, doing that, doing that. Yeah, we're doing that. She walked away because it would be Viv's turn. Okay. Viv continues to break rocks. He's over at the wall, hitting the wall, breaking apart rocks, smashing the bigger rocks into smaller rocks, smashing those rocks into other rocks. Getting really freaking good at manipulating the tenderizer.
Does she find any gemstones?
D100.
When you come back this way, I'll have you roll a D100.
I mean, I know that I went out for a hike the other day and I found an entire stone full of garnet barrels just sitting on the trail. And I've found garnets in random things and quartz crystal all over the place. You just got to break the rocks around you to find them.
Alrighty, well, while we're waiting on the answer for that, which will be here in a minute, the rest of the day kind of goes off without a hitch. Spot, you do get half your strength book done. And I will say, because you have spent the last several downtimes practicing work, you now understand the language enough to speak it.
Yay!
And there you go, Spot. Orc has been added to your list of languages.
Oh, I was in the middle of doing
Sick.
that.
Nice.
I'm faster.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, then add it twice and remove one. I don't know.
I just removed it.
I go back to my random table stuff. You're half one. Alrighty, while you're out smashing rocks for the day, you do find a couple of amethysts and a couple of pieces of moonstone.
Nice.
Quick, time to evolve our Clefairies.
What was that?
I said, quick, time to evolve our Clefairies.
Oh, oh wow.
Clefairy, Clefairy.
Diggly-dig, diggly-dig. Treyo.
Well, unless there's anything else anybody wants to do during the downtime, you guys eventually quiet down for a rest. Oh,
Sorry. No, continue.
well, did anybody else want to do anything before we call it a night?
I was just going to ask how far along did I get with the animal armor and the knuckle dusters for Kef?
Well, to answer that, I'm going to need some forge rolls. 2 of them, to be exact.
Guessing. Oh, I was assuming 2 armor rolls because for the duck and the Eddie, and then also one.
Yeah, sure. Let's do one individually. However, you do realize one thing about that, right?
What's that?
Day 1, you worked all night without
I
resting.
have disadvantage. I did add the marker, but it keeps removing. I do have a point of exhaustion. So that's is
So
disadvantage.
I will let you decide who you want to start with.
I am going to start. Let me get down. Let me get. You know what, Kef? I'll let you pick where in the lineup you want to go first. First, second, or third.
Second.
Yeah, your knuckle dust. All right, bet. Then for the first one, you know what? I feel like it makes sense to go with the duck practice armor. So, I have a +9. So, all right, disadvantage. That's an 18 and a 19. So whoa. Take a second, camera. So I'm trying to line it up. If the camera would focus. There you go. Yeah, so taking the 19, that's gonna be a 27 for the duck armor. And I do actually have a little PNG for the armor. If I can pull it up.
Okay, well, before we get too deeper, it looks like the 5.5 changed exhaustion rules.
Oh. What's the determining for exhaustion on 1 point?
On D20 rolls, the roll is reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level.
So it's reduced by 2. Okay, so I rolled. Okay, so I mean, we could take the 19. It's still gonna be what? 27. No, 26. Yeah, 26.
All right, so with the 26, you successfully create that piece of armor. So you make it for Jack.
Yeah, the duck armor. I put a little PNG in the side chat. Okay. I'll reroll. So second dice. You know, those two both rolled high. I feel dangerous about it. You know what? I'm gonna bust out the special dice for you, Kev. Hang on, because I really want this to work.
I'm honored.
I'm getting out the special dice protected by the duck.
Likes to get dangerous.
Right.
Right.
So who's are you rolling for this time?
Kef, the Knuckle Dusters. I got a 19. I mean, a 19's pretty good. If it's not good enough, I would like to proc Flash of Genius for the +5 to make it a 20 24. 24 is a little better.
24 is a lot better. So in case, you managed to create a set of knuckle dusters made from very difficult to work with adamantine.
Hey,
Yo.
I'll get those to you in a bit. All right, back into the jar you go. Now the final one,
Sick.
Eddie's armor. Ooh. Do I have any luck points? Hang on, because that's a 2. Yeah.
For Keth, adamantine knuckle dusters +1 has been added to your inventory.
Go.
Nice.
That's marginally better. So I rolled a 2, burned a luck point. I got an 8. I would definitely use Flash of Genius on that. So 8, 13. $22 for Eddie's armor. If it would focus, please.
Well, it's a good thing you dropped everything to increase that score, because the 22 will be
It's not
sufficient
focusing,
enough
but it's an 8.
to create Eddie a decent set of light armor.
Nice.
So then the next question is, how do you present these 3 items to the people?
So, I mean, and Andrano and Jack, whereabouts are they? Are they kind of still like in the next tent over?
Yeah.
So he's gonna go over to them first. He's kind of got the kind of chest plate in one hand and the helmet in the other. I know you mentioned about it a while ago, so a little bit of something to protect the little one.
Thank you. She's genuinely excited and stops her butchering of herself to work on that skill. Takes the stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna see that and be like, are you good? I know this is a shit show. Do you need someone to talk to?
No, I'm just figuring out how the stuff that fixes stuff like this works.
The stuff that fixes stuff. That's usually my job.
Yeah. No, like squishy stuff like flesh.
Ew.
You know, the stuff Brandy does too.
I wouldn't recommend sticking your arm into fire. Well,
I've done that before. It sucks.
I mean, castrating's one thing, but you know, you don't want to lose an arm like me. Okay. I'm gonna leave you marginally concerningly to that. Don't bleed out.
No, I haven't yet. Put helmet on Jack.
Yeah.
Give grapes.
I was gonna say he's gonna stay to at least see what Jack thinks about it.
Get Jack all fitted up in his armor. Don't worry, you don't gotta sleep it. Just for safety.
If it needs to be adjusted or anything, let me know. But it should be relatively form-fitting.
Not perfect. He can still fly.
Oh, great. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to that. Don't bleed out. And then he's gonna go back. When he goes back to the other 2 items, granted he could very easily pick up the armor 30, but it's a bit awkward, so he's gonna enlarge himself to make him normal person sized. And then go over to. He's also gonna pocket the knuckle dusters and go over to Brandy with the armor. Whereabouts is Eddie? I made him something. This donkey's been through enough shit.
Eddie's probably sitting right next to me. she'll look at Eddie and speak to him in his language and say, "Okay, you need to stand up so that we can make sure that you're protected, my friend."
It's kind of, I don't really have
Okay,
a
if you say
PNG
so.
for this one, but I don't really have a PNG for this one, but imagine it as like an armored top is the best way I can describe it, with two ends of a rope below it so it can be tied under him.
Brandy will help put the armor on him, and she'll ask him. "How does that feel? Is it comfortable? Are there any changes you'd like?"
It's a little weird to have material touching parts of. I'll adjust it. It'll be fine.
Are you
Should
sure?
be relatively light, so if it needs to sleep in it, he can with relative ease.
I tell Eddie he doesn't
Yep.
have to sleep in it.
Yeah, you essentially have made horse armor, which kind of gets draped over, kind of like a saddle would go on, but it covers the shanks and whatnot. So, but you made it. You made it donkey sized.
Yeah, I made it small sized. It's probably at some point after this, because it only lasts for a minute. He's then just gonna like shrink back down to Vidan size.
Blub, 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 blub.
Oh well, that didn't last long. Alright. If it needs any adjustments or improvements, just let me know. You need me to make you anything while I'm
Some
at
more
it?
arrowheads would be nice. I always like more arrowheads.
Alright, got it.
You should go to bed first,
Alright.
though, because if you don't go to bed pretty soon, you're gonna drop on the field, and I'm not carrying your fairy fanny.
Sleep. Yeah, what's that?
Go
Only
now
difference
before
is
I
there's
put
no
you to sleep.
Only difference is there's no coffee around here.
Randy gives him a look and repeats to you, "Go sleep now before I put you to sleep."
Yeah, I might have the size of a child, but I'm not a child, and I'm used to this. Back in my job, I'd go days without it.
Yes, but you weren't in imminent danger there. Here, we can be in imminent danger. We can get attacked again from anywhere. So go sleep now before you become a liability.
You say so.
Yes.
He's gonna kind of give like a thumbs up and fly over to Kev. It's kind of hanging over the tent. Sup, fucker?
Keth is just gonna respond non-verbally, just in your head. Y'all would probably have noticed that by now. The entire day, Keth has not verbally said a word to anyone, but has been rather talkative.
Kath has probably heard what Brandy said to him, so.
Yeah.
Got you a present. Oh wait, how did he respond? Just out of curiosity.
Telepathically.
No, but
But,
what
like-
did he say?
What's up?
Oh, got you a present. And he holds up the knuckle dusters and kind of leans down and plops them into your hand.
Oh, hell yeah.
Made him out of scrap adamantine. Should give you a
I don't
nice.
care if it's scrap, it's adamantine.
Hey, adamantine is adamantine.
Exactly. Wonder if Viv needs help breaking rocks.
Oh, if there's a way to test
Oh
them,
my.
that's a pretty good way to test them.
Mhm.
I mean, hell, I got this chest plate underneath this clothing. Wonder if I can get the owlbear to throw me into some rock if it would make a me-sized hole.
Yeah, Keth is gonna put on the knuckle dusters, offer you a fist bump, and start walking over to the rocks.
That's fantastic. Well, good luck with that. I would tell you to kick rocks, but it looks like you're gonna go punch him instead.
Don't put it past me. I might kick him too.
Adamantine boots are next. The whole time,
Yeah.
like when he's been on his own, he's just been either whistling or humming work songs. If anyone's been walking in proximity, so either he's kind of still doing it, but there's a slight hitch in him. He's kind of getting towards the end of his limits.
Yeah, you should go to bed.
All right. Was there any other things that characters want to get done on this day?
9.
Hold on. Let me make a roll for you. Dirty 20 for some natural cooking.
Brandy makes a damn fine dinner.
And a 22 for my survival. I'm assuming that's what we're going to go off of, survival or nature, was it? I don't remember, for hunting.
Generally survival. Nature would be, I guess, more like foraging.
Well, then there's your foraging roll and your hunting roll as well. One's a 20,
Yeah,
30,
along
23,
along
20,
this
20,
canyon, you
20.
find a whole assortment of berries and veggies, and you find a nice little dank corner where there's mushrooms growing and whatnot. And your traps find some more rabbits and maybe smaller game in the area like squirrels or whatnot. And essentially, with all of that combined, you make the camp a really, really good meal.
I feed everybody and then tell everybody to go to sleep.
Towards the end of the day, once the wizard has pretty much accomplished most of his studying, there's a bit of hesitation, but a fuck it as he reaches for another bottle.
Oh boy.
It's going to be one of the large wine bottles, the one that's brown, cloudy, and milky.
The concoction. It's got two uses. It's colored brown, kind of cloudy. Texture is milky. Smells like aromatic spices. It tastes like vomit. You have yourself a drink.
Yes.
Find that other page. I'm on the book. Okay, we got that one, that one, that one, that 34. Okay. How mean do I want to be?
God.
Oh, Brandy's gonna be on watch.
What am I rolling?
You drank another funky potion, didn't you?
Yeah, because that's about the only way I'm going to learn what these potions do.
Or you could identify them.
They're unidentifiable. I need a D12 for starters, and then a D10.
For what? First watch or just brandy?
Just spot.
Oh, spot. Oh yeah, the drink. Sorry, I'm slow. Sorry.
5 on the D12 and 8 on the D10. He is also putting all this away so no one else gets into it.
All right, so you rolled a what on a what? 5 on the D10 for the
D12.
You feel yourself start to change.
Oh, God.
For the next 5 hours, you hurt, you ache, you feel pain. And at the same time, you find yourself feeling older, wiser, as if you just aged 8 years.
Huh? Oh, no.
This particular concoction has an effect where you are aged 1d10 years older. And the secondary effect is 1d12 hours of just pain. Which ironically kind of works hand in hand because as you suddenly find yourself aged 8 years, you spend 5 hours of that just hurting.
Is that a permanent age alteration?
That depends. Would you like to try to fight the effects?
I think it would be a natural fight. It not like, oh, I'm fighting it. It's just like, oh, good God. It's just that uncomfortable kind of fighting it, but not sure how to fight it. Just like, what the fuck happened to me?
Well, to fight it, I would need a con save. In determines of how effectively permanent it is, I would need a D100 check.
Okay, so here's the save.
Oh,
Would it be wise to use my inspo?
Yeah, that's not going to be enough for the DC. So if you want to try to do something else about that, now would be the time.
Hopefully 15 is better.
All right. And then with that, I need a D100. Trust me when I say that was a good roll.
It felt good when I rolled.
You begin to fight the effects. You age the 8 years and feel yourself pulling backwards, and you like de-age yourself back to normal 2-3 years. And while doing so, you realize you can reverse the effects to the point where instead of going 8 years older, you could make yourself effectively 8 years younger.
Huh.
And while you are fighting it and trying to figure it out, it is just the body that is aging. Everything else is staying the same.
Yeah. So if I choose to do the de-aging portion, do I control how many years, or is it the full 8?
You would have to get certain thresholds to see how far younger you can make yourself.
Okay. So as he's fighting and figuring this out and just kind of learning this, he's going to attempt to go at least 4 years younger. He doesn't want to push it, but he's just trying to. This is an interesting experience magically. It seems like nothing too horrible will happen. So, but he doesn't want to test his luck fully. So the intent is to go 4 years younger.
For every 2 years you make yourself younger, you'll have to beat a con save at an incrementally increasing DC.
Okay.
So I'll need a con save to see if you can go from normal to 2 years younger, and then we'll need another one to try to push you into the next. And every threshold goes 2 years.
Yep.
You are 2 years younger.
Okay.
You are 4 years younger.
Besides the normal 5-hour pain, is he experiencing anything that would give him caution to stop while he's ahead?
Wisdom check? Would that be more of a foot smart? No, you're kind of like sensing it. So yeah, let's do a wisdom check.
11.
You get the feeling that if you fudge another threshold, you could potentially reverse everything you've done.
Okay. As much as he wants to play around with this, like you said, he kind of feels like he's at that threshold of I could mess this up really badly. He's just going to stop at 4 years younger.
All right. Then physically, Spot is 4 years younger. The pain you feel will still linger, but it's less like just straight pain and more of your body's forcibly being de-aged. So the pain is more of like the body getting used to everything again. But once the pain subsides, you will feel peachy.
So he just went from physically being 30 to now being 26.
The muscles are stronger, tighter. Claws are a little bit sharper. You look a little bit younger. Might take a perception check from people to really, really notice. But everything else about you, it's the whole like, if only I had what I knew now, but X amount of years ago. Congratulations, you just did that. Man, Spot's just going through all sorts of weird stuff.
Magic does weird ass shit. Yeah. There's another drink for you.
Only if you were on chat for that one. Alrighty. All right. So, was there anything else anybody wants to do?
Nah.
No, I'm good.
Did you guys end up doing the whole Betty Bye after Brandy passes out a really nice meal? And you guys decide to do the bed and sleeps and whatnot. So, follow-up question would be, who would like to be on the first walk?
Redan.
Brandy will do second and third watch because we usually have enough people for first.
Spot will be on first watch due to it's kind of hard to go to bed in pain.
Fair enough. I'll be on first watch too.
Alrighty. Fall first watch goers. Perception check.
Hey, Kess, what do we not see?
Yeah, nat 20 for a total of 27.
20. Damn. I got a 24.
Oh my god.
So we got another nat 20.
Wait. 22.
Oh, wait, you got one too?
No, not on first watch.
Yeah, Eleanor got that 20.
That one.
I didn't hear. What'd you give her, Dan?
22.
Nice.
Wait, Verdan, how are you on first watch? Go to bed.
He's doing first, then he's going bed first, second, and third.
Oh, okay.
All right. While I was answering questions. So, for those on first watch, a couple of you don't see jack crap.
We see everything, though. There's just nothing to see.
I think everything got above a 20.
Yeah, everyone kind of did. Yeah, you guys kind of noted or kind of can't quite see where it's coming from, but during your guys' first watch, there's this like overwhelming feeling of being watched. But no matter where you look, where you're trying to spot it, you don't see anything, but you just have that like tingle on the back of the neck feel that something somewhere out there in the darkness, something is watching.
Oh my.
But for the whole, other than that feeling, your entire watch goes without a hitch. So you guys eventually go and wake up whoever was taken after you, and second watch goers, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Why not? Perception. Only 12. She's still busy trying to get the healing stuff to work.
While you guys are coming on to watch, did anyone from first watch mention what they went through?
Yeah, I'll tell 4 people.
You said perception, right?
Yes,
And
perception.
Delanor did mention mention the stuff from first watch as she went
Yeah.
into second.
I'm gonna burn my my inspo
Same.
and re-roll that.
Oakley doke.
That's better.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna put myself into stealth, especially them mentioning that something weird felt the weird.
All right. So for a few of you, you don't necessarily notice what First Watch was doing. Viv, you kind of get that sense pretty early that something somewhere's out there. Brandy, Delanora, Andrana, you guys try to figure out, but it's just not. You're just not getting that same feeling that you guys are being watched. But that's okay because Brandy decides to go. I'm just going to go step into this bush and ninja vanish because why not?
I think Andrana is just used to that sensation. So she's not, like, it doesn't phase, like, it doesn't register for her.
Yeah, well, I'm ninja vanishing into the dang bush so that I can scout around and see what's try to find out what's watching us. How dare!
Something lurks in the shadows.
Yeah, Brandy.
Yeah, unfortunately for the shadows, Viv also lurks in them.
And Brandy.
What does she
Literally.
sense with her super secret shadow senses?
Spies. 2 elves and a humanoid. One of them is full on shadow stepping.
Oh.
Can she figure out where they are?
They're up on the ridge to your east.
Viv's gonna go investigate it. Gonna go up the ridge.
And Brandy does inquire to
This.
Viv as to where she is headed. From the shadows.
To take care of a problem, stay down here.
Holler if you need me. Who else is on second watch?
Andrana.
I am.
I will stealth to the other people that are on watch, and I will let them know that Viv has sensed a problem and is going to investigate, and will holler if she needs us.
Okay.
I look at Andrana and
You
go,
want to try to
or not
sneak
Andrana.
up there and stealth check it?
Look at Delanor and go, well, if you have an invisibility spell, I can go too. As she's saying this from the darkest shadow she can find.
Andrana looks at Delanora and is like, yeah, that's not my skill set. Sorry.
Sorry, Brandy, but I don't have that spell. At least not right now. I could in the morning.
Okay.
So yeah, anyone who had eyes on Viv, she walks over to the rock face, kind of looks up, and then just vanishes in a poof of shadow.
Okay, I know that trick.
Up on the ridge. You are catching them unawares. They're looking over the edge, looking for someone in particular. Doesn't take much for you to realize that they were looking for you.
It sucks to be them. They found her.
A lot of their same outfit kind of looks like what you wear.
As she appears behind them, hammer in hand, she's just gonna clear her throat and go, looking for someone?
Two of
Please say
them
they jump and
spin on
scream.
their heels. The other one freezes and slowly turns around to face you. One of them's trying to be sneaky and draw their weapon. The other two are just standing there, hands in front of them.
If you wish to go back to Her Majesty in one piece, I would recommend not finishing pulling that weapon. What are you here for?
The Raven Queen has sent us some strong activity. She has figured out you are here. We were sent to come bring you back.
Yeah, that's not happening. You can inform my mother. I will not be returning until the world is done.
We have our orders. We cannot disobey the Queen.
You have two options. Leave on your own, or go back through the hands of the Reaper.
Slowly, they're trying to draw a weapon. They look they look scared. But at the same time, who's scarier? You are the queen. You are the queen. You or the queen.
I am the queen. Right.
And
Yeah,
in this
no, I don't
moment,
think
they seem
anyone's
to be
scarier than the
choosing
queen.
to follow the queen. And
Wow.
even if that means death,
Right?
they try to draw their weapons
Viv
and prepare
disappeared, right?
themselves
So we're
for
not seeing
combat.
any of this. Are we seeing any of this?
Yeah, I'm watching the ridgeline.
Viv told Brandy she was going to take care of a problem and then disappeared.
Okay.
And she's not speaking loud enough for her voice to carry down to you guys. She's kind of keeping it, level tone, neutral, monotone. Because, yeah, fuck that. I'm not going home.
Well, if she's not being super loud, then I'm not even sure we can hear what's going on down here. Because that's Tim's call.
I think she just rang the frickin' dinner bell.
And that's
Ding,
funny.
ding,
I get to
Martin,
click the button
ding.
again. We go to 8 for this. Oh,
Oh,
That's gonna be loud.
oh.
That's going to be loud.
I'm just sitting here enjoying the Karlak moment in this campaign.
Ding dong.
Calculating, please wait.
Hearing the smile and that calculating, like this is going to be a wondrous. Just wow.
Oh, please knock him off the
Ding
cliff. That'd be
dong.
hilarious. Oh,
It only takes one. So, for the rest of you down below on second watch, knowing that Viv has kind of disappeared, up on the ridge, there is a sudden blast of lightning that kind of comes out of nowhere. Loud, crackling, blue streaks kind of lights up the area around you. And then it gets quiet again. Up on top of the ridge, a single tenderizer swing on the first one that charges her releases the Nat 20 lightning blast.
Oh.
And it's enough damage to kill all three of them.
Oh my!
Oh,
Brandy just kind of giggles.
boy.
At the moment of the lightning blast on the ridge, just behind the three of them, Viv, you see the silhouetted outline of a particular pale tiefling wielding a scythe. And all you hear is, "I will take it from here." And all of them are gone.
I told you. Either you go willingly, or you go back in the hands of the Reaper.
She just grabs an ear in each hand.
Have fun, sister.
For those on the ground, roll me a secondary perception check for those on second watch. So eventually Delanora, Andrana, and Brandy.
Brandy.
Hey.
There's another nat 20.
And there's another one. Holy shit.
No, it
Listen,
rolled
the
to a
lightning
2.
blast was very, very noticeable.
Brandy was too excited about the lightning blast. She didn't notice the person standing there.
Mm-hmm. Andrana. This is actually really good for you because you rolled this. So even from the ground, because you are the furthest back from that ridge line, you could probably have the better chance of seeing anything that might be happening up there. With that nat 20, not only do you see the three of them get eviscerated by a bolt of lightning that streaks across the canyon,
Mhm.
but in that moment, as you feel the strings, 3 strings get cut for that brief moment, you do see the black cloaked pale tiefling with a broken horn wielding a scythe. And you see the reach out, the grab, and all 3 of them, including the scythe wielding one, kind of get
Uh-huh.
into the darkness.
Just gone. Like they disappeared?
Like they got sucked into the shadow.
Okay. Viv's still up there, though.
You still completely see and sense, Viv's still standing there. Tenderizer's kind of giving a faint glow from the lightning charge. But she is still completely fine. Viv, do you eventually come down?
After cooling off a little bit, yeah. She'll go back down.
DM, I'd like to roll a Lucifer.
I believe that's a cat 20.
Do it to say that. Wait, does that mean anytime Spot rolls a nat 20, it's a cat 20?
Yes.
Or anytime Spot and Rick are anywhere near each other? Okay, Spotify, play me some music. Wait.
That would require Spot to have a level in Bard, so Spotify
That's
doesn't
what
work.
that was what I was saying, yeah. Puta.
Get the kitty.
I mean, technically, Keth could be Alexis in some form. Just connected to.
Yes.
Yeah. And 3 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Bluetooth connected.
Basically. There you go.
Hence the joke, since the range doubling is Keth connect with somebody and you can hear the Discord. Someone is joining.
Pretty much.
Keth, connect to Bluetooth.
To this day, not even Captain knows what Captain was saying during that moment. Okay, so even though there were some heated things that happened on Watch 2, eventually you guys kind of calm down. Things otherwise go without a hitch. And then you guys start transitioning into Watch 3, whoever that might be.
Brandy again.
So for anybody on Watch 3, perception check.
Eleanor has officially gone to bed now.
Same.
Oh, I didn't find nothing in my traps today.
Well then, for just about everybody, nothing happens. Rick, as you are kind of hanging out further from the party, you come across that same ridge as the day before, where you can kind of see the city of Amberford down in the distance. Um, and sometime during your watch, the center tower, the largest structure in the entire city that you can see, looks like it's on fire.
Um,
Didn't we see it on fire before? Did somebody?
We thought we did.
Yeah, the night before. Third watch thought they saw the tower on fire, and at second glance, it was not on fire. And I just wasn't quite sure then if it was, you know, uh, actual flames. Maybe somebody had torches. Maybe it was just the effect lighting because you guys are so far away and it's such a much higher elevation. Not quite sure. But again, you think you see the tower on fire.
can knowing of illusion magic at where I'm at now, what would Rick need to roll to potentially see if this is some kind of illusion?
Arcana?
Okay.
You know enough about how they work to not need a perception check to try to see through it. But now you're just trying to understand what you're seeing and if it is magical.
Well, he'll try. He gets an 18.
At first, you're like, it's got to be illusion. Like, what the hell? Like, why would the tower be on fire? And as you're studying it and watching it, no, that doesn't look to be magical. This isn't an illusion. But yet, the townsfolk don't seem to be panicking. You don't see people running in the streets. You don't hear any screaming in the distance. Just kind of burning.
Okay. So if Rick is able to hear at least loud enough noises and alarms, roughly how far of a distance then are we from the town?
Probably a few hours walk, kind of like down elevation. You guys are kind of up in the hillside. But you would think if this tower was on fire, you would be hearing people screaming and running and freaking out. You don't hear anything. It's like nobody notices or nobody cares.
Okay. Rick's gonna have to kind of think this out. He's the smartest. Rick's gonna try to focus all three of him, to not just like one, but yeah, he's all since he kind of technically is separated. One of them would be doing this in some form. Well, I guess not during watch time. He would actually all be one because watch time he would actually be out of studio doing the possible rounds. So yeah, I guess actually he would be one person. So him as himself is going to try to focus and see if he feels the presence of Keth, as he has felt it before, and he's going to try to arouse Keth because he knows Keth is fast. He doesn't know how fast now Keth is. Like he knows Keth is fast, so he's just going to kind of like ring him up and try to see if he can't sense the presence and ring him up basically telepathically.
Do you want to ring up Keth and arouse him? Got it.
In the middle of the night.
In the middle of the
days.
night.
Some kind of draconic booty call.
Psionic booty.
Somewhere in the middle of Keth's sleep, you kind of are awakened by someone is really trying to get your attention telepathically. And even despite the distance that you two are, you're kind of someone is trying to look for you and actively look for you and call you.
Oh, what? Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Sorry to call you, to hit you up this late in your sleep for watch, but the tower is on fire. I'm currently seeing, and I can't. You're fast, so
Keth is
I don't
already
know
on
if
his speed.
he's like trying to explain exactly. He's like he's not. Rick is trying to explain like he's as best as he can in a quick way. Not to like totally make this a red alert alarm, but yeah, he's like explaining like tower's weirdly on fire, but doesn't sound like the town is in actual alarm. So you're quick, so you could probably get closer and actually see what could be going on. We're only maybe a couple of hours away.
So here's kind of what I'm picturing. No, well, that too. You guys are like maybe a few hundred feet from each other. You're kind of further away from the from what the map can show. Kind of doing your own thing, and you're reaching out to Keth, and it's kind of like you're having a conversation mentally, but he's still way over there. And as you're like, "Hey, the tower's on fire. I can't quite explain it to you." And then it'd be like if psychically he's now just standing next to you over your shoulder, like, so what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Because as he's like now completely connecting to you, he can now see what you're seeing. So it's like his presence went from you're trying to yell at somebody from over there, and suddenly his right next to you. He's not physically next to you yet, but at least connected wise, it's like he just suddenly appeared next to you. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Oh, we're looking at the tower. Oh yeah, that's on fire. What the fuck?
So
If we bypass the line of sight rules,
Your range has double.
but if I can see through someone else's eyes and then connect to another person,
We haven't quite tried that yet, but since he tried to telepathically connect to you and now you're completely linked kind of thing, yeah.
That's gonna be something I have to try.
Because if that's the case, damn.
Right. Just jump from one person, just like basically each person's a telepath, just a fucking pole
Like
for
a cell tower?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Someone magically teleports themselves a few hundred feet. Keth can see them through the eyes of somebody else. Line of sight, bitch. Foop, now I'm connected way over here.
Oh god.
I would almost say the longer the distance, probably the more physical things would end up happening. Like you'd probably be a little bit slower because you're so much your brain power is now super split between telepathically connected to somebody and trying to physically like get your body to follow suit.
Yeah.
But we'll have to play with some of the disadvantages to doing something like that. But the idea is that I'm here for it.
The ins and outs of that is crazy because part of his telekinesis or telepathy comes from the Quarry spirit. And then he also has a feat that enhances that.
Yep.
So he himself is telepathic, but the spirit inhabiting him is also telepathic.
So question then, what are you projecting yourself at right now? Like, what's the presence that Rick is feeling? Is it Keth or is it the spirit?
It's always been both.
Would Rick at this moment feel the spirit, Badger?
Lurking in the background, but yeah.
So he might sense another presence. He doesn't know that it is the Corey spirit, but he senses another presence. Okay.
Because you have Keth himself, who's a trained telepath. His Kiori happened to have been a very strong telepath when they were alive, which grants extra boons to Keth. And they just spent the entire day working with each other to heighten their range. So yeah, it kind of, the combined effects would, we got some things to unlock.
Rick, as we have funnily always like joke about, you get that little notice. Rick will remember this. He's the interesting things that are going on with his party members. But yeah, he basically shows then what Rick is seeing through his eyes, because that's exactly what he would be able to see, is the what is currently going on with the tower.
So you want me to check it out?
Look, I'm not very intelligent. Honestly, I've made my way just talking through problems. Sometimes I've been able to make some good calls. Sometimes I don't make some great calls. The wisdom there is also a little lacking. So I'm curious on what's going on. And you are one of the fastest guys I know, at least.
My telepathy has its limits. Do we have an extra sending stone?
Yeah, we do. We found
Brenda has one in her bag.
Rick actually has a sending stone himself, so he always carries one around also.
Yeah, I think within the party we have like 4 sets floating around.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can grab one of those.
Exactly.
You ask Brandy for it, she hands it to you.
Well, you're asleep, Brandy.
No,
oh wait, no, you're not.
Third watch.
But you're
I'm
not
up.
technically you're not technically connected in this, would you be? So you wouldn't really know what's going on.
No, but if he came over and asked me for my sending stone, I'd just hand it to him. He'd know I had it.
Yeah, he gets his from Rick. He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
So I take it from the meme. Run, Forrest, run.
That's gone.
in retrospect, also he gives Keth also bardic inspiration. So yeah, run, Forrest, run.
Let's see. Since I'm not spending key points on this and dashing as a bonus action, it's actually comes down to a 5-minute mile.
That's good.
Whatever.
Still good.
Yeah.
It's still pretty damn quick.
Yeah. So Keth gets the sending stone. All right, be back. And just whoosh. 6 seconds goes by. He's pretty much off the map. And just booking it.
Please. God. Okay, yeah, that's a catchphrase he's gonna have to catch up as eat my dust. Woo! Wow.
Yeah.
There's so many for this to this topic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, in the span of 5 minutes, he covers about an hour's worth of travel that the party would have otherwise had to make. Because we're not dealing about all the people and the cart and everything like that. Like as a group, you guys kind of move at a steady but slower pace. Kath just being Kath is like, all right, see ya, and just he's gone. Around your like 6th minute of running, as you get closer and closer to the town, you can still clearly see the tower, but in your 6th minute, you kind of realize that the tower no longer is on fire.
That's weird. I don't think it's worthy of reporting yet. I'm assuming that Rick can also see that from where he's at, so
How far do you run?
Yeah.
5 minutes a mile, how far is the town?
If you run a half an hour straight, you will come to the town edge of Amberford.
I mean, third watch is how many hours?
Like 4.
Yeah.
And I can go there and back in that hour. In an
Easily.
hour.
And
That you
also have
could.
the sending stone, which goes up to what, the mile? How far is the sending stones again?
I thought it was any distance with the stones.
Any distance with the stones. So yeah,
I
so
think.
Keth can easily report this back to like Rick, at least. So
And if I get into
Rick
trouble,
needed
what
to
are they going to do?
arouse,
Catch me?
huh?
If I get into trouble, what are they going to do? Catch me?
No.
Probably not, but you know,
Probably not.
at least the group could be made aware if there's issues.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what the sending stone's for.
Yep.
So yeah, half an hour of running to Amberford.
Yeah, sending stones come in pairs, with each stone carved to match the others, so the pairing is equally recognized. While you touch one stone, you can cast sending from it. The target is the bearer of the other stone. If no creature bears the other stone, you know the fact that as soon as you use the stone, you don't cast the spell. That's kind of good to know. If someone doesn't have the other sending stone, like they dropped it or set it down, you can't use it. Since sending is a cast using either stone, the stone can't be used again. Okay, yeah. But yeah, as long as 2 people have both stones, yeah, they're essentially walkie-talkies. Your sending is as far as
The other stuff.
they don't include distance anymore.
I thought there was.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought there was a distance.
Because as long as another creature wields the other stone, you can just do it.
Long
it.
range communication. Damn.
Yeah. So Kath runs about half an hour. Comes along to a small bridge that leads you into the town. Well, actually, the city. It is fucking massive.
All right. Is there anything that I see that's off? That's suspicious? I mean, I assume if there had been a fire, there'd be, still people milling about.
had an image. Now I just gotta find the image. Come on, load faster. The city of Townsville.
Good God.
Oh god.
Holy cow. Damn.
Keth, you find yourself rolling up as a speck on this road down here. Can't even really put a token. The further you run, the more along the river you find yourself running along. And closer you get to Emperor, closer you get to Emperor. The tower in question is that big structure in the middle. How far into the city do you go?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna stop the first person I come across and just be like, "Hey, I'm new here. I just got into town. I was way over there, and it looked like the town was on fire. What's going on? Is that what happened?"
You first person you come across, a fisher by the pier. Middle of the night, still got line casted in. You kind of run over. Oh, yeah, good to see you. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Oh, you're new here. Yeah, yeah, awesome, awesome. Okay. So the town just turns around, looks at the tower. Yeah, no, nothing on fire. I mean, other than kids maybe setting off fireworks. I don't know what you're talking about. No fire here.
Is it like a lighthouse?
No, it's a big old clock tower. Tells time. They say if it was one of the first structures built in this town.
You ever been a ways out of town at this hour?
Not really. I mostly just keep to my fishing. They like to bite at night. That's where I get the most of my fishing done.
It's because the water's cool.
I like
Anyway,
this
thank
guy.
you.
Oh, hey, I got a bite. Okay, bye.
And I'll ask the next person the same thing.
You go a little bit deeper into town and find somebody just kind of patrolling the street. You think might be like a night watch or somebody. They got a baton and got a little badge on their lapel. And you run up to them, ask them the same question, and they're just kind of oh yeah, nice to meet you. Oh, you're new around here. The tower on fire? Like he just looks like between some of the buildings. Even as you get closer with buildings more around you, it's still super easy to tell. No, it looks fine to me.
I mean, like 20 minutes ago. Nothing?
I'm pretty sure the whole city would lose their minds if the centerpiece of the entire city is on fire. Not sure what to tell
I
you.
mean, it looked like it was on fire. I'm not saying it actually was. I more or less just want to know if it's normal.
Other than angry mobs going up to houses, I don't really recall last time we've had anything set on fire over here. So the fact that you mentioned that you saw the whole tower on fire, that's weird, man.
Yeah, from way out of town.
Well, the only thing that might be a thing, you might need to find yourself a wizard or something in case maybe the distance is causing some magically thing. I don't know, magic. But nothing around here is on fire. Oh, our town would be going nuts. People would be on the street scooping up water from the river, trying to put it out. But yeah, everything seems fine.
All right. Well, thank you. And I'll get on the sending stone and to Rick and be like, yeah, no one here in town has noticed anything weird. No, not even noticed any light from the tower.
There's definitely something odd going on.
Sure, it's not like a mirage.
I mean, this is the first time I've seen it, and could be mirage. What was I guess Rick would recall that other party members the last night watched or the previous night's watch when this was on fire, did others tell the group what they saw? I'm trying to figure out if Rick would have recalled that.
That's a good question. For those who remember seeing it on fire the night before, did you tell anybody? Trying to remember who did see that.
I guess let's just say for better of doubt that Rick might not recall. Then we'll just move along and not worry about that. So he's not too sure if it is a mirage. I guess if the town is, I guess he just basically sends back that if there's no danger going on in the town, then we'll just keep an eye on stuff.
Actually, let
Note
me call
this
you
for
back.
later
Let me
and
try something.
Okay.
He's gonna reapproach the night guard and like, hey, so I'm what they call a telepath. Do you know what that is?
What?
A telepath. I can speak with my mind. What I'm saying
That's
is that
interesting.
I can show you what we saw from outside of town.
And how do you propose to do that? This
And
dude doesn't
don't
know
be
whether
alarmed.
to be intrigued by you or scared of you.
Don't be alarmed. And I'll show him what I saw through Rick's eyes.
You get the flash of telepathic images in front of him. He bolts back, starts flailing his arms in front of his face like, what was that? What was that? What was that? Was that you? How did you do that? What the hell?
That was me. That was me. That was me. That's what we saw from out of town.
He kind of remembers back to the images now that he's calming himself down a little bit. Yeah. It does kind of look like it's on fire. That's interesting.
But nothing of the sort here in town?
I'm pretty sure the watch would be the first to know if that's the case, and it looks fine to me.
I would assume so as well. Officer, what is your name?
Oh, the name's Leroy.
All right.
Oh
Leroy,
my.
maybe you should make some inquiries with the other watchmen, or perhaps file a report. I'm gonna head back out of town to my party, and will probably be in town in the next day. I might seek you out and see if you've come up with anything. Now that you've seen what I've seen.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can work with that. I can ask around. Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. On it.
And Kat just fucking bolts.
And bolts back to camp. Okay.
Yeah, I guess in the process I'll probably report to Rick that, I spoke to a night watchman and asked that he make an inquiry as to what we saw. Just explain that whole interchange.
Yeah, and what was his face like when you were explaining that?
I'll show you when I get back.
Rick has had his encounters with guards and trying to persuade his way out of things.
Probably.
Mostly, no, I'm not graffitiing this wall. What are you talking about? This is an advertisement.
What do you mean drunk in public?
I was not drunk in public. I was drunk at a bar, which is perfectly legal. Arrest them.
Yeah, so half hour run back to camp.
Well, obviously, Kath got his morning sprints in. Anyone else need to get up and do a morning jog?
In the morning.
No morning jog, just some morning hunting and cooking.
Some
Hi,
of us
Brandy.
still
Bye,
need
Brandy.
morning sleep.
Rick is
And my
pondering.
hunting roll was crap. But my cooking roll's good.
He is pondering for the rest of his shift till everyone wakes up.
Yeah, because now that you guys are kind of back and chatting again, yeah, the tower does not look like it's on fire. It hasn't been in a little while, which is weird because you both could be or could have sworn that it was. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly, he's like thinking of like stage illusions of light and magic, smoke and mirror, not just magical, but also just the simple of trapdoors and things like that. Of just the simple means of normal magic, as we would deem it. But yeah.
Oh, and Kath will show Rick, at least his recollection of the guard's reaction. Which is helpful if we ever.
Oh, you're gonna show him and not try to recreate it?
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna try to recreate it. I'm gonna show him telepathically. Which is helpful because now there's 2 party members that know what Leroy looks like.
Yeah, and upon your relaying and whatnot, yeah, we get nothing else happens throughout this part of watch, and morning comes a bit faster than it should. Feels like, but you guys had an eventful night. For this last little bit, just jumps right back into bed. Like, all right, we good now. Goodbye. I did my run. I'm gonna go take a nap. These little guys on TikTok that do like the speed running throughout the entire house is hilarious to me.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I can't tell if that's actually the dude that does it, but that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Morning. Everybody wakes up. Those that slept. Spot, you're no longer in pain. Redan, you're no longer afflicted with exhaustion.
Nice.
And pretty much wakey, eggs and whatever brandy is bakey. Unless you're Kath, in which case bakey might have an entirely separate meaning.
Fair.
It's a proprietary blend of herbs.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Yeah, everyone starts getting out of their tents, waking up, smell of bacon or whatever it is she's making. Spot, do you come out of your tent and mingle?
Oh, he comes out, does the usual whatever for breakfast, and goes into his another study period until it's such a time to move.
To the common eye,
Ask Brandy if
Spot
she has
looks
any extra
really
meat.
refreshed.
Brandy has now gotten used to asking her, so just assume that every meal she's got a small portion of rabbit or whatever she has for meat, raw and cut out for you.
Nice.
Delanora takes it and thanks her, walks off, while also
And-
grabbing her own food.
And she's also found some special nummies for the duck.
Oh, nice.
She'll make sure she finds like the mealy worms and the cracked corn and stuff like that for the duck.
Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you. And I'll grab my meal too and then go back and eat with Jack.
Oakley. The party wakes, they get the food, they hang out, they chill out, start packing, start getting ready for the eventual trip into Amberford. After a few hours of getting camp packed up, you guys begin your long travel to the city. By mid-morning, you guys are all on the road. First hour or two kind of goes by without any kind of issues. After that, you notice you're getting closer and closer to the river, as it seems to be leading you directly into Amberford. Which is good for anybody seeking to refill their canteens or anything. Haha.
Yeah, we really don't need that.
Well, sorry, don't. Not everybody's got decanter of endless water. Lol.
Mhm. The entire time, Spot has got his book of Orcish opened and the journal entries open, just strengthening his understanding of Orcish and trying to learn how Loheim developed his own language.
Along your journey, Spot starts speaking Orcish at random intervals.
Okay.
Anytime Brandy hears him speaking Orcish, she thinks he's cussing, so she'll cuss at him in Draconic.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Rick, what are they saying?
I could only understand what the Kender is, and wow, she's got a mouth.
Delanora just starts muttering in Abyssal. What the fuck is up with you guys?
Okay, so we got someone speaking the Orcish, someone who's then turning around and cussing back in the slurs and slithers of a dragon tongue. And then just randomly Delanora goes full on deep speech of the abyssal, like the very elongated demonic sounds.
Wait, you're speaking Abyssal?
Yes.
I fully understand what Delanor's saying.
Brandy starts laughing at Delanora and starts speaking in Kender.
The entire time, Spot is just unfazed by what's going on around him.
I mean, if this is what we're doing, I'll start talking in dream speak.
Brandy thinks we're having a
Oh
game
no,
of languages.
Andrana just understood what Telenor said. She didn't respond. She just kind of laughed.
No one is safe from the language bounce. But yeah, you guys spend your hours traveling and eventually get to Amberford. Probably early afternoon by the time you guys get to the harbor. The city is kind of branched off into different districts. You got an area that is all industrial. That's where the blacksmiths, a lot of the heavy shops, weapon armor stuff. You got right around the harbor, you got markets where there's fresh things, taverns kind of along the river. There's an area of worship where there's temples. Yeah, there's the town square in the center of town. Like as you're getting lower and lower at elevation to kind of match Amberford, you can kind of in the daytime kind of map out, okay, that's that kind of district, and okay, there's a lot of markets over there, and I think those are all the smiths because you can see the plumes of smoke coming out of their chimneys and whatnot. And, there's one particular tavern kind of off to the east that kind of sticks out. It's very big. Looks like it's possibly not just a tavern for drinking, but maybe an inn as well. As you guys enter town, Keth does not see the fisherman on the dock.
I was going to ask, so thank you.
Yeah, Brandy thinks after the last inn we stayed in, we probably shouldn't stay in.
I'm
She has
with
a
Brandy on this one. No more inns.
It's a foul taste of inns.
The inn that we tried to stay in was in the middle of nowhere, and it was sketchy as all get out. Here, this should be more proper of what inns are supposed to be. Unless this is just a very evil, vile town, then yeah, no. I agree with y'all.
They have a tower that randomly looks like it's on fire. Not sure I classify this as a happy town.
Question, you saying that in
So-
character?
No.
As you guys are entering town and kind of looking around, seeing the people and the mingling and posters and things that are kind of posted, things that are being sold, you learn some things about the city. You understand that it's fairly populated. You're probably looking at a few thousand population. Although the city streets do not seem to be as lined as that it looks like it should be. It's still kind of scattered along people. It's not as densely packed with people, I should say, than what it looks like it should be. Somewhere along the city, you notice that temperatures are generally averaging around 76 degrees Fahrenheit. The lowest it probably feels at night is 64. The highest that city seems to have to deal with is as high as 99. So even as Kath was running around in the city the night prior, it was cool, but it wasn't like cold. And then you learned that the particular ruler of Amberford is a dude by the name of Jared Landreth. Jared, more like Gerard.
Landreth. Okay.
Yo. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? The city is your oyster.
Is there a reason we were coming here? Or it just was the next big city we could find?
So, one, it was the next big city. Two, the on the other side of the city was supposed to be the Ashen Keep, which is where the angry orb that's in the wizard's backpack is the key to enter. And for more information on where we are and trying to figure out how to get home and it's next port of information.
I will let you guys momentarily discuss your plan of action. I'm going to throw up the RB screen real quick for a quick little potty break. And we'll come back to try to figure out how we want to round out the session.
So quick, BRB.
But for right now,
Never.
I mean, Rick is always about splitting the party. What are you talking about?
I mean, Spot is ready to
You
kind of
might
go.
notice that Rick will probably disappear shortly after if the group does not stay
Yeah.
together much.
Spot's about to go to his little area of towns usually, but he at least wants to make sure that Andrana gets to an area where they can hopefully be helped. Oh, but first, a proper passing around of sending stones.
Yeah, I probably
That's the
still have
fuck-
the one that's connected with Rick.
Yeah.
All right, so we have sending stone buddies.
Yes.
Maybe.
Well, we have like 4 sets. Okay, so we got set 1 is Rick and Keth.
Yeah.
All right, battle buddies. Who are we teaming up with?
Well, I guess, yeah, since those
I'll
two,
team up
it's
with
actually-
Brandy.
Hey, question. Is the gold in the party inventory accurate?
No.
Has anybody kept track of that? Because maybe this is.
I have been keeping track of that, but the DM neglected to delete it off my sheet when he deleted the bags
of holding.
That's it.
So no, here's a question though.
I didn't know I had deleted it out of your inventory.
Oh,
Did
I
you
will
keep
delete
money in your bags of holding?
it. My money, no, but I kept the party money. Oh no, the party money is in Eddie's chest, isn't it?
Chest.
That's
Yep,
where you
which
kept it.
is part of the party inventory. And then did you end up adding the 3,500 gold pieces and random coinage collected from the fight the other night?
Yes, that's in there. No, because I wasn't told, so it's not in there. So how much gold is in there now?
There's 3,500.
Approximately 3,500 gold pieces and random coinage.
All right, so now the party money is accurate, correct?
No,
Okay.
Damn.
I might have been holding out on you.
Oh God.
But yes, I have been keeping track of what we have. I've been minusing and deleting it, and I did tell him that most of the money and stuff stays in Eddie's cart. By the way, there is another sending stone and a set of sending stones in Eddie's cart. I don't know who they belong to.
I think it's just a group. I think there's just a pair that we've just had. An extra pair.
Possibly, and then you guys got yet another pair from the group that you guys killed off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I also have 3 tiny diamonds worth 250 gold pieces each in Eddie's cart.
Do you? Nap time. Probably.
No, complete disconnect.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was having some struggles earlier, so maybe his computer's throwing a tantrum.
Do you guys remember when I hit a mimic with a treasure chest?
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'll post it in chat.
Technical difficulties. Apologies about that.
It's okay. We figured as much. Do you want me to put that into the group stuff, or you're holding that for yourself?
I've been holding it. But
That's
yeah,
not
we
what
can
I
add it. We can add it to the group stuff when we, liquidate the sellables.
Okay.
Because
Sounds like
that's
we
what
might
my
need to
plan
go.
And I
was
think
to
and I
go-
think the only reason why the Ring of Endless Warmth went to the party inventory because at the time nobody had claimed it.
Yeah.
Yep, it's unclaimed.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
Brandy
So
had
anytime
every
you guys have
intention of
something
going
in your
down.
inventory that you don't feel like holding on to, feel free to add it to Eddie's cart.
Brandy had every intention of going to the market to get rid of all these extra studded leathers, bows, scimitars, pistols, yada yada yada.
I mean,
Yeah, who's our best salesman?
Is there a skill for
It
sales?
depends. That would probably be a charisma checks.
I mean, my
Something
charisma's
Yeah.
an 18.
so is mine.
So Delanore's
Number
going to be
4.
with me, so
Performance, persuasion, those type of things are really good in haggling.
What about intimidation?
That can also
I mean,
help.
that too.
That works.
I mean, they're all charisma-based checks. So yes, the higher the charisma, the better the for selling off things.
That's an
You're gonna
obnoxious amount
buy
of
my
gold in
furry
that
scimitar,
party
you
chat.
know, it's good for you.
and I would like to sell the folding boat.
Would streetwise come into play in knowing what is sketchy shops and good shops to go into to sell this shit?
Oh,
I think you'd have to be from the area, wouldn't you?
Mm,
That would probably have to be an
oh, pretty good.
int checks
so
and
knowledge
wisdom checks.
streetwise, hold on. Knowledge streetwise, as the DM, this is my specialty. He says, per what it is, similar to rogues, you understand life of a musician. Finding food, lodging, clothing, and quick needs comes easily to you. So out of my years of traveling, I've figured out what could be a sketchy shop with like basically red flags, like broken down windows, things like that. They're definitely going to skimp us on fucking money versus a nice posh shop where we can definitely get some money because obviously they're making bank.
So as you're wandering about town, you pretty easily, based on the signage, the patronage, the overall conversations, walking around and kind of hearing if people are trying to be sketchy or not. You do figure out where pretty much the best markets are. Out of the several couple of like small temples, you see the one you find the one that's most popular. As well as out of all the inns and taverns around the city, the one that seems the most highest rated is called the Poyas Blue Dragon Inn.
Yeah, Rick is definitely going to be heading up that place. After he helps maybe sell some shit if need be.
So I got 2 sets of battle buddies. Who else is teaming up? We got Rick and Kath as a team. Brandy Delanora. These are just the teams as a who's got the other half of the Sending Stone.
Gotcha.
And we have enough sets to everyone can battle buddy up and have their own Sending Stone.
Yeah.
Dan can give one to the butcher, Viv.
Viv's just gonna look at it like it's broken, hand it back, and plant herself next to Spot.
So it's gonna be Verdan and Spot, because Spot's got a shadow.
Yeah,
That's scary as fuck.
Oh,
That
and
sounds
Ron's
alright.
trying to find like a library or a bookstore.
Just gonna huck it to Spot.
And then Al, I was thinking Spot would try to help Andrana find an area to help you learn more about clericy things.
Why do you think she wants a bookstore or a library?
Well, Yeah, but I figured I'd direct you
So
into
I'll
that district.
yeah. Yeah.
Because
Indirect.
they would be able to help you get to the books that you need.
Perfect.
So at the moment, I have on Sending Stone set 1, I got Rick and Keth. Sending Stone set 2 is Brandy and Delanora. Sending Stone set 3 is Redan and Spot, with Viv closely following the cat. And set 4 is then leaves Andrana and Kairoth.
Or they could just come with us.
Do we have that many sets?
Yeah.
We have that many
He
sets.
said
Damn. Fair enough.
I think last time I checked between people's inventory and the party inventory, we have like 6 sets now.
I don't know if
something like
Kairoth
that.
library.
I would also suggest that, because the party is going to be like really divided at this point, certain people have like 2. So that way it's like, oh, these 2 people are communicating, but they're separate. This group is completely cut off, but yet if they had a connection point, that way.
That would be
All right, so who's got another set that they're handing? I'm just writing down who's got which Sending Stone connected to who.
I think
The whole party can move as a group, but
Yeah.
yeah, at this point, the only
Or-
individual who doesn't have their own stone would be Viv, but she's going to be shadowing
Yeah.
Spot. But everybody else in the party has a Sending Stone that the another person of the party has.
Yeah. Because like I said, Andrana's finding a library. She could not care less about what Kairoth is doing. She's not going to stick with them.
But if he were to take his stone and ask for help, you would be the person on the other end.
Yes.
Probably go to Kairoth would probably go to the library.
Mm,
I mean, I know he carries a book of shadow, but we don't really know if that means he can read.
Kairoth is always the one, always seeming to like wanting to go to a market, find stuff to buy potentially. Always seems to be looking for magical items.
That he is.
Oh.
So, as potentially a group, or unless we do 2 separate groups, I heard markets as a big thing. I heard library as a big thing. Splitting the party between library and markets.
Sounds like it.
No, I think the library group should come with us to the market in case they see anything they want in the market first. And then they
Nope.
can go to the
Andrana
library.
gives no fucks about the market. She
Wizard.
just wants the library.
We are splitting the party.
And I will
Can
say,
go a wander from away from either.
and I will say, probably once Andrana is at the library for them to learn religion stuff, Spot's going to go to the wizard section, which I know there's a district for wizardry stuff which it would have its own shops and whatnot. And
You sure about that?
They're probably all around the market square.
Given his experience with probably a similar town, but then he doesn't know about this town.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so I got markets. We got Brandy and Rick, and potentially Kairoth, I believe. And if I'm hearing right, for like library, we got Viv, Spot, and Drana.
Yep, sounds about right.
Keth, Eleonora, where you guys going?
Wherever.
Oh, I'm currently asking to try to figure out how what person is doing what in the city. I mean, the city's massive, but can't quite do all of the resolutions at the same time if I don't know where people are going.
Yeah, I mean, other than selling the stuff that I just posted in the chat, like, which can be done by whoever's with Eddie and the cart of other stuff. I don't really have much that I need to do.
Okay, so you're gonna just kind of hang around a group or go wander?
Sure.
Verdan, where are you going?
That's good.
He's gonna just kind of wander, maybe take a look at the local blacksmith from afar. I should also probably mention now we're in like a big city. He's probably gonna feel a need to put like a cloak and hood up.
Okay. Why the need to hide?
How many fairies do we see in the city?
One, and that's your artificer.
There you go.
As well, coming from where he's come from, it was basically the only one, so that he doesn't particularly want to be seen.
All right, so I got 3 going to the markets, 3 going to the library, and 2 kind of wandering.
He might try and pass by the back of the blacksmith, see what their setup's like, but apart from that, a random wander.
So you guys are so vague. Now that we are in the city and kind of splitting up where to go, I know this is going to kind of be early, but this is probably a good time to do the pause. So I can finalize anything that I might have missed moving forward completely that I forgot to upload the map last time. So yeah, this would probably be a good spot to pause and then next week start breaking down what to do in the city and kind of go from district to district, area to area, and figure out what to do.
Okay.
Just because I feel like we could get through some stuff, but because we're kind of split, I just want to make sure that any potential thing you guys are going to throw at me has an answer because we all know better. So we'll say,
In other words, DM needs to do their homework.
I wouldn't call it homework, but this is a really massive city, and I mean, I had to come up with a name that I wasn't anticipating. So I just want to make sure I got some stuff figured out. So yeah, we've entered the city. We will pause for here, and we'll say goodbye to Kicking YouTube, as our Nat 20 counter is at 9 in 2 sessions. Jeez.
Damn.
And we will catch you guys on the next time. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.